The mature man, mature woman pairing everyone's talking about. Xian and Zhang Jingyi. I'm usually not the type to get swept up in drama over a show that hasn't even aired yet. But I gotta be honest, the day Wu Li Qing wrapped filming, I was scrolling my newsfeed and saw Xian and Zhang Jingyi's names sitting side by side on top, trending, and even I stopped to click in. Just curious. Really, how does a drama with not a single episode out yet get people talking this much, Sia? Read through a round of comments and it clicked. Everyone's basically saying the same thing, just in different words. This is the textbook mature man, mature woman pairing, no adjustments needed. Gotta admit, looking at it, the label isn't exaggerating one bit. And the weird part is, it fits so well it made me wonder, am I just getting swayed by looks here? Or is something else actually going on? This buzz didn't just start on Wrap Day, by the way. It's been simmering since May, right when filming began. I still remember when the first poster dropped, the comments section exploded almost instantly. What people kept bringing up wasn't the loud, over-the-top sweetness you get in other dramas. It was something harder to put a name to. That whole grown-up romance atmosphere. The kind where two people just standing next to each other, before any acting even happens, already feels right. No forcing, no trying too hard. Just fits. Logically, the heat should have died down after Wrap, no? But nope, it went up instead. Every time new material dropped, I'd catch myself reading another round of comments, scrolling through a few more photos. So the real question becomes, what's actually behind those behind-the-scenes shots that makes it so hard to look away? Fair's fair, the first reaction for a lot of people, myself included, was purely visual. Xian always carries that relaxed, confident air. Wherever he's standing, it looks easy, none of that stiff, overly posed energy some actors can't shake off. Zhang Jingyi, don't even need to discuss. Her bone structure is so good that unedited photos barely look different from heavily retouched ones. That's genuinely rare. I scrolled through a whole basket of photos before finding a handful of people like that. Put the two of them together, and the 8-year age gap plus the 17-centimeter height difference, things that could easily throw the visual off balance, somehow become a plus point instead. Can't quite explain why. Just know that looking at it, it works. Then the leaked behind-the-scenes shots made it even harder to argue against. A close-up shot in a white shirt. A candid moment messing around by the sea, looking genuinely natural rather than staged. A scene with both of them in robes, same frame. Just from the silhouettes alone, my brain had already sketched out an entire drama plot. There was one comment I read that stuck with me. Compared this to a wealthy family romance novel walking straight into real life. A bit much as a comparison, sure, but it nailed the vibe. But if it stopped at just good-looking pair, I would have closed the tab ages ago. What actually kept me reading turned out to be something a lot deeper. The more I read, the clearer it got. The appeal here isn't just about who looks good next to who. What's genuinely pulling people in is how well the two characters' energies line up. Xian plays a tech mogul. The older love interest archetype, composed, restrained, a little emotionally guarded. Zhang Jingyi plays a ceramic artist, slow to open up, sensitive, but with a quiet stubbornness underneath. Personally, I think this formula isn't new, but cast the right people in the right roles, and it still generates the kind of tension that makes you want to keep watching. The word that shows up most densely across the comments is same frequency, tongpin. People feel like these two actors are operating on the same energy wavelength, which is why the sweetness in their scenes never tips into cheesy or forced territory. Sounds like it could just be fan sentiment on the surface, but sit down and actually study how these two handle their scenes, and you realize it's not a coincidence at all. Xian's reputation in the contemporary romance genre has been solid for years now, not really up for debate at this point. But what I think he does well isn't the big, explosive expressions, it's restraint, a small gesture, a slight shift in the eyes. Somehow that's enough to convey the in-control but not overpowering quality an older love interest needs, without ever tipping over into something uncomfortable. As for Zhang Jingyi, her strength lies in her eyes. Genuinely, Her eyes carry most of the storytelling weight. Crying scenes, moments needing raw emotional intensity, that's where she shines brightest. When the two of them act together, the back and forth rhythm is so smooth you forget you're watching a performance at all. But good acting on set is one thing. What actually made me, and probably a lot of other people, believe in this chemistry came from a tiny detail off-screen that hit harder than expected. What surprised me most was how genuine their off-screen interaction felt too. At the rap event, Li Xian reportedly referenced a classic scene from Zhang Jingyi's earlier drama, Be Together. Just an offhand joke, really, but it made no small number of longtime fans go, "Ow," because it suggested a closeness between them that goes beyond the usual, polite, professional courtesy on a film set. Not the kind of wrap up and everyone goes their separate ways, never speak again. Dynamic. A pattern I've seen play out more than once in showbiz. Reading this far, I found myself wondering, with everything already in place, looks, acting, off-screen chemistry, what's actually still missing for this drama to properly blow up? Wu Li Qing is currently in post-production, set for an exclusive release on IQI, with no confirmed premiere date yet. But based on what's been revealed so far and the audience reaction, I have to admit the drama has already pulled off something a lot of productions struggle endlessly to achieve. Building a distinct aesthetic and atmosphere before a single episode has even aired. Personally, I'm still holding a bit of reservation. Because at the end of the day, what audiences are hoping for isn't just the romance itself, but whether this mature man, mature woman, chemistry everyone's been buzzing about can actually translate into a properly told story. Real plot beats, real character arcs. Getting viewers emotionally invested before the show even airs is already a small win in itself, but it's a drama, and sky-high expectations followed by a letdown on release is hardly a rare pattern. So, guess we wait and see. The real answer only comes once the show actually airs. Are you sold on this pairing purely by their looks? Or have you already bought into the chemistry everyone's been hyping up? And will you be one of those tuning in the moment Wu Li Qing drops its first episode? Or are you the type to wait for reviews first?